Hello everyone, my greetings to one and all. This is the second session on balance of payments. In the previous session, you have understood the structure of balance of payment. I am Poonam Vohra from Macroeconomics Learning Center. In the present session, you will understand the components of current account of balance of payments. So let us begin. Balance of payment transactions can be grouped into two categories. One, current account, and two, capital account. Now assess yourself and identify whether the following statement is true or false. Current account surplus in balance of payments occur when exports are greater than imports of visible items. Please check your answer. It's a false statement. Current account balance depends on exports and imports of visibles and invisibles. So excess of exports of visible over and above import of visibles would lead to current account surplus only if balance on invisibles is zero. So please take care. Current account. It refers to an account which records all transactions relating to exports and imports of goods and services and unilateral transfers during a given period of time. Its components are visible items, that is, exports and imports of goods, and invisible items, that is, services. It comprises of factor services, that is, payment in terms of income, including investment income in the form of interest, rent and profit, and for work in the form of compensation of employees. Invisible items also comprise of non-factor services, that is, shipping, insurance and banking, and involves payment in terms of revenue. It also includes current transfers, that is, unilateral in the form of gifts, donations, personal remittances, grants and so on. Payment for factor and non-factor services will be negative, that is, credit side, and receipts from factor and non-factor services will be positive, debit side. Current account records all the actual transactions of goods and services which affect income, output and employment of a country. So it shows net income generated in foreign sector. Now have a look at this news item. It's taken from Economic Times. The question is based on this news item. So read it carefully and answer the question. I'll read it for you. India's current account, the combined overseas merchandise and services turnover, ended in a record surplus of $19.8 billion or 3.9% of GDP during the quarter ended in 2020. The question is, which of the reasons seems to be correct? Justify that. 1. Increase in exports due to an increase in consumer spending. And 2. Contraction in merchandise trade deficit due to the lockdown. Think it over. Out of the two options given, option B is correct, simply because during June 2020, it was a lockdown period. People had lost their jobs. There was decline in the purchasing power. So there was decline in demand for goods. As a result, there was decline in the merchandise imports. At the same time, there was a slump in oil consumption due to the lockdown. All these factors had resulted in sharp contraction in trade deficit, which was mainly due to decline in merchandise imports. I hope you have understood the components of current account of balance of payment. With this, the session comes to an end. The next session would be on the components of capital account. Till then, keep reading, keep learning, and keep a watch over the economic events. See you in the next session.